So this touch panel is different than St. Peter's.
Yes, but it's laid out as much the same as possible.
Sure.
So if you want to,
Sure, go ahead.
that? Okay. So there's a barcode on the back, has all the instructions. For whoever's in charge running things, the advanced at both campuses is behind a passcode. Go. So there's just a couple of things that are here that we just don't want people to mess with that much. The most common one is to turn off the two side projectors. That will come when we talk about the video. And that's how you can do a presentation on just the center projector of the triple widescreen.
Okay.
You come into this advanced screen and you turn off the right one, you turn off the left one. So the rest of this stuff on the top, this is probably good to talk through. We put these buttons in because we're having issues out in the lobby of things not being balanced. And it was a weird glitch that we could not figure out in the QSC, and I had Aero help me with that. So it was, what do we want to send out to the lobby? Right now it's on console. We set up a few auxiliary outputs. Jesse knows all of that and how that's set up here. Because we had the issue with when the music was playing, the band was so loud. When you go in the lobby, the band was so loud and you couldn't hear the singers. And we couldn't figure out why you could hear them in here, and it's supposed to be sending the exact same feed out there. And we looked in the back end and everything was configured right, and we just couldn't figure it out. So they did a workaround to allow us to send a separate feed to the lobby. So that's set up in the digital co-console. So that's what it's set to right now.
Okay.
If you went console and house, it would blend what the board is sending out there versus what is happening in the house, and put both of those together out there. Oh. And then there's house only, which is what it was before, which was not balanced. So they just put those buttons in there in case we wanted to go back and change it, and for some reason we've left it. Once they fixed it and had the console feed it, it's been great. So there's really no reason to change it. But that's a back end on the QSC thing. The other buttons on here, the projector remote, you can actually pick your projector, and as you have the remote, it have the left, right, up, down menu buttons. So you can do the remotes for the projectors without having a remote. If you got to get into the settings, you can do that right here.
There you go.
Menu, enter, left, right, up, down.
Yep. Okay.
So, console source is Dante. I think what you can do is you can plug in, let's say we had a group come in to play an event here, and they had their own equipment snake, and they wanted to bring it into our console to put into the house. Right now it's set to Dante, which the source is coming from the back room. They could plug in something into the mixer, and I think we can switch this to an analog audio input will be sent instead. So we've never done that. We've always just, whatever's happening in here, we run it through our own system. But say you brought in an outside group and had a special concert, they had their own equipment and they just needed to plug that mix into here, it could be done. In subwoofer controls as well, there's an aux driven. We've never used that. We've kept it how it is. And generally you don't want to use aux driven subwoofers. You want left, right. It sends the main signal to the subwoofers, but the high frequencies all cut out so that just the low signal goes to the subs. With the aux, you can go on the mixer and say, I only want this instrument to go to the sub. I only want this instrument to go to the sub, and send that feed to the subwoofers. Okay. So there's some audio engineers that might choose to do it that way. If that's the case, you got to come in here and switch it over to an aux send.
Okay.
I don't even remember where the settings are. If it's in Dante Controller or where it's set up there. We've never done it. It is available in here. Have to dig into which aux it's set up on.
Are these advanced options the same at St. Peter?
Projector remote and console source, I believe, are. I don't think the sub feed is. Okay. But if you go into there, you'll see.
Okay.
So we did add ATEM connection status. This was just recently. we had an issue. I had Aero AV in here and a little button. Oh, what was the issue we were experiencing? The ATEM switcher was disconnected somehow. And I can't remember now what happened. But he just put a button in here where we could connect and disconnect that switch, that switcher. Because the issue was it wasn't properly connected. It was only happened once, and this is year 5 of us being here. And so just in case, let me put this button in here where you could turn on and off and just reconnect that device so that issue doesn't happen again.
Okay.
I can't remember what it was now. So I'll wake up in the middle of the night like, I remember. That's what will happen. So that's the other thing in there. Otherwise, on this touch panel, everything, again, I said, is on the barcode on the back. Camera presets, which video is going to which display, which feed, connection there. Audio control, same thing we had at St. Peter. You can switch over to what is the source for the live stream. Is it the Dante, which is the live stream audio? Or if that crashes, quick switch it to console mode. That is one thing. I don't know if Stream Deck, it can control QSYS, but it's a lot more complex because this is all customized. To be able to switch that and make that a button on here would be useful, but I think it would take some specialized programming to do that. So that would be another good function for a Stream Deck. And that's about it.
So you can do console mix or quick mix.
Same thing here. Yep, quick mix. If I change over to quick mix, what is different here is that we have the 4 wireless vocal mics and the 3 pastor mics are all quick mix here.
Okay.
And that's just different because of how St. Peter's laid out. And instructions on all of that is here. And remember when we opened up the box and there was that Quick Mix 1, Quick Mix 2, Quick Mix 3, and those little where you could plug in a microphone
on the stage.
Yep, you can control those in here too if there's a microphone you wanted to plug in or something. Or if you wanted to figure out how to plug the laptop for a presentation into Quick Mix there, it is possible to bring it to here. So that actually would be that could be something that could be looked into. I think the reason I didn't do that is because I needed a DI box and that needed to be powered.
Right.
And I don't think this is set to phantom power. So always be careful of those little mute icons down here. It remembers that. It turns to an X. Some people have called me like, I got nothing. Is it muted? Yes. Unmute it. Okay, I got it. Thank you. That's all laid out in the little manual on the back, just to be careful about. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's that.
That's the panel.
That's the panel.